What is up, guys? Ben and welcome back to episode number 11 of Mission Milan. In the last episode, if you didn't see it, we did finish off the season. Sorry, not the series. We did finish off the season. Tried to sign a couple of players. We signed Danilo and Kaka. We'll see how they get on in the first game of this episode against Hertha Berlin or Hertha BSC, I think it is, whatever you want to call them. It doesn't really matter, but we'll see how they get on in their first games. And I did obviously try and get Daniel Sturridge as well from Liverpool, obviously, but you'll find out in this episode that he was quite reluctant to go, and we do end up signing another big name instead. But that's all to look forward to. As I said, we have Hertha Berlin away. Could be quite a tough game, I'm not going to lie, but so we're just going to we're going to skip it, and as you see, a 1-1 draw. Not bad for the first game of the season. Obviously, I knew we were going to struggle scoring goals because I haven't actually signed a big name striker yet, or a world-class striker, or a high-rated striker, whatever you want to call them. I haven't actually signed one yet, and that's why I started to panic. After Daniel Sturridge said no, basically, you'll see me panic slightly. You'll see me overpay for a player and then give him a bigger contract than he really needs. But I needed him. You know, as you can see, we couldn't score 2 goals against Hertha Berlin, so I needed to make sure that we could, you know, actually get wins. And I know a few of you have said that you should be playing Niang up front, but Niang's only rated 74, you know, and to be honest, I don't want this series to go. So I know he's only 20 years old, but I don't want this series to go for 5 seasons and then get him up to an 85 rated player, whatever he's going to be. So I do chuck him in to sweeten the deal with Daniel Sturridge, but Liverpool weren't having any of that. Actually, no, I think Liverpool accepted that. It's just Daniel Sturridge's contract. He just didn't want to sign a contract, which is fair enough if he wants to stay at Liverpool. He said he was a big player at his club, and he was going to be a big player at my club, and he was going to be my best player. But obviously he didn't have the vision to see that. So we do swap things around in the squad a little bit to go on and play Nice. Just another friendly. So again, they don't really mean much, but I like to win these sort of games. These are games that I want to win, and these are games that I need to win, sort of thing, for confidence in myself more than anything else, and confidence in the squad. So we go on into the game. It is a home game, so I am expecting to win the home game, and we shouldn't have any problems at all. We do skip it, and El Shaarawy gets 2, and Niang actually does pick up a goal. So fair play to him. He was proving me wrong at this point, but I do get rid of him. I'm going to spoil it now. I do get rid of him to try and sweeten the deal for the certain big name player. As you can see, they accepted. Liverpool did the offer for Daniel Sturridge, but like I said, he didn't want anything to do with the contract. He didn't want to know about it, and you know that's the way things goes, unfortunately. But we'll have to deal with that in our own way. But we do adjust the transfer budget a little bit because I wasn't really planning on spending over like £35 million on a striker, because then you're getting into the stupid money, and usually there's like a certain distance you can go in how there's a certain price of the players. So anywhere from like 10 million to 30 million is a good player, good value for money, nice little potential. And then you're into the 40, 50, 60 million pound strikers like Luis Suarez. Obviously Luis Suarez would be worth it because he's very highly rated and he's very good on the game, but he's got no potential, and that's what, like I said, I don't want this to go on, and I don't want to just build a squad of youngsters and keep it going, but I do have to think about that. That is something I have to keep in the back of my mind, that we could end up going for another 2 or 3 seasons. That is why I wanted to buy Daniel Sturridge, because he is the present and the future in my eyes. And it's true, you know, he's only 20, what does it say there, 25 there, does it say? Or 23, I don't know, he's not very old. If he's 25, he's got at least 5 years left in him. So I was hoping I would do this in 5 years. So we do advance through the dead games. I think it's international break, I'm not quite sure. And we do have a game in the, I think it's the Champions League qualifier against Salzburg. We are away for the first leg, and as you can see, Daniel Sturridge declined it here. And I did want to get Daniel Sturridge before we go and play Salzburg, because I didn't want to lose that, because that means if we lose that, then we're at the Champions League straight away, and that's just a whole season wasted, sort of thing. So that's very, very frustrating if we did lose it. We do go on and try and find a new striker. Like I said, I started panicking. I started looking at Edin Dzeko would have cost me about £60 million. Oh, not 60, not quite. It probably would have cost me about £40 million. And you know, he's really not that high rated, and he really hasn't got that high potential. So I'll go a bid on a few different players. I go have a look at Stefan Jovetic. Again, quite young, good potential, good player, but very, very expensive. We have a look at a couple of other players, and there was one player that did stick in mind, and you'll see who that is very, very shortly. So as you can see, we do go into this game against Salzburg away. Going to be a hard game without a doubt. I did fear quite a lot that it was going to be a very, very tough game, and I wasn't wrong. You know, it was very close. And that didn't help. A Stephen Corker red card. He has not helped himself. You know, he's a red card that soon into his Milan career is not very good. But we do get the scoring started with 2 goals, and they get another one back. So we're going to try and hold a 2-1 to the end of the game now. I'm not pushing, you know, a draw is okay with me because we've got the second leg at home. But we do push on, get a 3rd goal, and that is how things end. 3-1 against Salzburg away, very, very good result. We still have the home game to play, of course, so they're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat to beat us at home, I think. But hopefully I'll have my new striker by then as well. As you can see here, we do try and go for Hernandez from Manchester United. They said no, and then we had a little bit of confusion because Barcelona wanted to buy him, then I wanted to buy him. You know, and then it gets to that point where, you know, no one wants to make a bigger bid because no one wants to waste their money, you know, so I was panicking, I'm not going to lie. We have the season starting very soon. We have Inter Milan for the first game of the season. We need a good squad. We need a good striker to support Fernando Torres. You know, Fernando Torres did very, very well last year, scored 16 goals in the league, 3rd top goal scorer, which is not bad for a 3rd place team. Followed, like, Tevez was 1st and Gervinho was 2nd, so Juventus were 1st, Roma was 2nd, Torres was 3rd, and we were 3rd. So it kind of makes it, there's a correlation there. But you know, so we need a good striker just to make sure that we can score goals, because, you know, conceding wasn't really a huge problem. We conceded 2 or 3 goals against the big clubs, but nothing huge. We did also try and go for Max Cruz. He's quite old, he's 27 years old, but he's got a really good potential on him, and he's got a fantastic card on FIFA this year, so I was hoping he was going to be very good in career mode. And that was one of my newbie mistakes I made last year. I bought all the good cards that are OP on Ultimate Team and hoping they were OP on career mode, but what I've learned is the higher rated players rule on career mode. And as you can see here, Manchester United accept the offer for Niang, I think it is. And is it Niang? I can't remember who we offered. Yeah, I think it is Niang. We were going to offer Menes because Menes is worth 10 million, but then I realised, you know, who the hell are we going to have on the right mid? But that leads me to a sneaky little bit of business that I might try and get onto on transfer deadline day. Obviously, I'll only have time for one offer on transfer deadline day, but you'll see that not in this episode, but in the next episode. Like I said, sorry these episodes are so long, but they're always going to be very long when we're in transfer deadline, when we're in the transfer window, because I am trying to make the squad better, and in the long run, spending more time now will cut down the series length. I know if a series drags on for, you know, ages and ages, then it does get very, very infuriating. I did 65 episodes of my career mode last year, and I found it quite entertaining throughout the whole thing, and you did as well. You know, the views kept on going up and up and up for every single video, and well, up and up and up. I say well, they increase, you know. So hopefully you'll enjoy this career mode as well. You know, this one's doing very well on my channel, so it looks like you're enjoying it anyway, so do let me know if you like them or not. But anyway, we do have the second leg against Salzburg. We do have to make a couple of swaps, a couple of changes, sorry, because both of my centre backs are out. Alex is injured, and obviously Stephen Corker got that red card, which is pretty annoying. But we still have quite a solid defence coming in. We still have Danilo at right back rated 80, Tisciglio at left back rated 79. I think we bring in Rami and Mexes. Too strong, I think, no, not Rami and Mexes, I think it was Rami and Zapata, because Mexes left. And, you know, so we have a solid team still. So we're going into the second leg. We do have a 3-1 win on, 3-1 lead on aggregate, should I say. So they're going to have to score 3 goals to avoid it going to penalties, and now that's 4 goals to avoid it going to penalties or extra time. And, you know, it's a pretty impossible job from then on out, because El Shaarawy gets a second. El Shaarawy has been really solid for me this year. I was actually tempted to move him up to the striker role when Daniel Sturridge didn't want to come. I thought, oh, I'm done, I'm buggered, you know, I'll have to put El Shaarawy up there. But then I thought, Hernandez, you know, 82 rated, quite a decent little player, and hopefully he can do me the business. But we do have a 4-1 win, so a 4-0 win, sorry, so a 7-1 win on aggregate, an absolutely fantastic result. Means we actually go through to the Champions League, which is the main thing. The main thing here is to win the Champions League. I don't expect to do it this year, maybe next year, maybe the year after. No, we do actually get an offer for Riviere. I was looking to offload him because I thought he had a really high potential, and I looked on one of the career mode forums, and his potential is only 79 to 80, so he is not someone I really want to be looking into. And Hernandez really is, and he's costing me a lot of money. You know, he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to leave Manchester, or he just wants more money because he's a greedy bastard. Either way, he is costing me a lot of money. So we do praise us, of course, AC Milan, and we are looking to get Hernandez before the Milan game. That was the key thing here. We really need another striker before the Milan game because they're going to be one of the toughest opponents of the year. You know, it'll be them, Juve, and Roma. Obviously, as you can see, there's only 3 days to the big game, and we started to struggle slightly. I was putting myself slightly, I'm not going to lie. I was thinking, oh, I'm going to have to play Marshall up front with Torres. We're not going to get any goals, you know. And then the defences are going to be leaky, I expect. But, you know, all things happen for a reason, and I was hoping that this didn't happen because someone wanted us to lose. They accept the offer for Riviere. 3.5 million, you know, I bought him for 2.2, I think, so it's just easy money really, isn't it? It got him rated up like 1 rating, I played him like 5 or 6 times, so it wasn't exactly hard money, but we do end up paying ridiculous money for Hernandez, like 180 grand a week I offer him, which is very, very stupid, I know, but you know, it's something that I can't avoid because I need him before Inter Milan, and he accepts it, so we accept the offer, and it is done. We get Chicharito, Javier Hernandez before the Inter Milan game. Now all there is for him to perform and show that he is worth the however much I paid for him. I think I paid like 15 million plus Niang, was it? And the 180 grand a week, which is ridiculous money, but there you go. As you see, Hernandez and Torres will start up front with El Shaarawy in behind, Bonaventura on the left, Mexes on the right. We are looking for a new right wing. I'm looking for someone like Raheem Sterling, De La Feu, maybe Kevin Morales, someone like that. And hopefully someone that can really provide for the team. And then we do have the usual De Jong, the holding midfielder, and then De Sciglio. I think we had Zapata or Rami, Kaka, Danilo, and Lopez in goal. So we are ready for the Inter Milan game, as ready as we're going to be this season. And the last game of the episode, the last thing that's going to happen in this episode is us going into that Inter Milan game. And we are at home, obviously, so that's a very, very good thing. You know, the first game of the season is a home game. It is a tough game, but it is a home game. So I had confidence that we were going to win this. Maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1, something like that. It's going to be a very close game. And, you know, we didn't start off very well. We had an injury. They had a yellow card. And Hernandez actually gets a debut goal for us, which is absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have asked for any more. And he's brilliant. You know, we've got a couple of yellow cards, and Steven Kaka actually makes up for his red card, or his 2 red cards, and gets us a goal, followed by De Sciglio, and that is how the game ended. A 3-0 win against our main rivals. Like it's the derby, you know, the main title rivals are Juventus, obviously, but the derby, we win the derby, and that's fantastic. But anyways, that is the end of the episode. If you could drop a like and a comment, that'd be pretty damn awesome. If you could subscribe to my channel, that'd be even better. If you could do all the social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, and all that good stuff, I'll be ever so grateful. Twitter is on the screen right now, and don't be sure to comment whether what you want to see on my channel over the next couple of weeks. But anyway, guys, thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios.